doesn't say online over there. Oh, no, there it is. Never mind.
No. No. No.
Is it not working?
There we go. I'm gonna do a little intro.
YouTube? Intro?
Yeah, I use it for all my live streams and intros.
Oh.
Because why not? Alright. So
That's
now
neat.
we're doing the podcast.
First time podcast. Oh god, is that too loud? That thing's like going super green. No, it's not.
Just
no.
super green.
Okay.
Super green's not bad.
I don't know these things, so.
Open chat.
All right.
So, we're talking about Venom.
Talking about Venom.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Charles. Friend of Trevor's. I'm not around much. Too busy working it in school. I do
But-
apologize.
That will hopefully change soon. We'll do more of these podcasts if it turns out pretty well.
Oh, let's hope so. Come 2019 when I'm finally finished.
And 2019's not too far off.
Why are you crossing your legs like this is a?
You got a problem with me crossing my legs?
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm at a therapy session, but
Therapy about whether Venom is good or bad. That's the therapy session right now. Did it scar you, or are you a better person after watching it?
no, Venom did not scar me at all. I thoroughly enjoyed Venom. Question is, did you thoroughly enjoy Venom?
I enjoyed it, but I think I only enjoyed it because of the humor. I think
mean,
that's what really carried the movie.
Yeah. All right, let's just go out. First of all, spoilers. I mean, it's been out for a while, so hopefully people have already seen it. Plot of the movie. I don't even remember. What was the bad guy's name?
Riot.
Okay, that's the bad symbiote.
Oh,
What
I
was
don't know the foreign guy.
Okay, the foreign guy of the
I know he's obviously foreign.
like everything was so. The one downfall I'll say about it, everything was like super. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like super memorable, because like I don't even remember the name of the company that was in it. But basically, though, he's super genius. Found the plan of symbiotes and figures that they can fuse with the symbiote so the humans can go to space. That was basically the plot, right?
Yeah, they came down to space to get him, the foreign guy.
Well, I'm just talking about in general the plot.
Yeah. The bad guys were getting the boss guy so that they could go back into space and get the rest of the symbiotes.
Yeah, this is after the symbiotes are introduced. But I'm talking about like his plot in general, what he did.
Oh, the foreign guy
first.
before the symbiote?
Yeah, his overall plot.
His overall plot was just wanting
What was the
our
bad?
life to, us to be able to have normal life in space.
Yeah, so what was the bad? I keep forgetting his name. Riot. Okay, that was Riot's plot, was to bring them back. Arab dude. No, Indian dude. I can't remember.
Oh, now we're getting to Pacifics.
Yeah. My pen just fell. His initial plot, or whatever, was to go to space. So that's basically the plot of the movie. He wants to go to space, whatever, with the symbiotes, because he thinks that's how they're gonna be able to breathe in space. Not breathe in space, but like live on a different planet. And then he gets fused with Riot, whatever, and then Riot's like, no, I want to bring them here, and basically he lets him manipulate him.
Yeah, because in his mind, he thinks that they're both in it for the same thing.
Yeah. So that's basically the plot of the movie. It's alright. The plot. I'm not saying it's anything special, but like you said, the comedy definitely carries it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
oh, what were you about to say?
no, there really was only one cool CGI moment. I mean,
The one scene I liked was the one that was in the trailer when
When
the
two
Riot
were
Riot
fighting?
dude did he did like the thing with the knives or whatever, and
Oh.
he like killed everybody, which I kind of thought that was Venom in the trailer. I really wasn't paying attention, but
my favorite part is when they were like slow motion fighting each other, and like you could see the foreign guy and
Yeah,
the main
see-
character fighting.
see now, I didn't like that scene because I didn't like them all fused together, and I guess it was kind. It looked good. We're saying that.
No, we're definitely not live.
What are you doing? This isn't the time.
Or the place. Wink, wink.
I don't know.
Sorry, but I have to pay the bills, you know.
Ooh,
So as you were saying,
shade. Okay, yeah, it looked good. That's another thing about the movie. It looked very good for a not Disney Marvel movie.
I mean, it felt like it had the Sony touch because the Spider-Man movies looked about, at least the first one looked about that good.
like the Sam Raimi ones, or
It wasn't like Incredible
Why are you
Spider-Man, or I forgot how they twist the Spider-Man name so that you knew it was a different Spider-Man.
the Sam Raimi ones were the one with Tobey Maguire.
Those were the very first ones.
Yeah,
Okay, then there was the
and
one
then I don't even
With,
know the actor's name. And then there's the other
Garfield.
Garfield, yeah.
the
the cat.
cat. Yeah, I was about to say the cat. Yeah,
I don't remember his first name. I just remember something Garfield.
I
liked his better than Tobey Maguire's. So I definitely like the new ones
how,
the best.
no,
Yeah.
no.
I felt like the older ones.
Spider-Man 2
Had
was
a lot of-
not Spider-Man 2, but the Amazing Spider-Man
Oh, the Amazing
was.
Spider-Man. That's what
Did
it
you
was.
say the Incredible Spider-Man before?
Yeah, I can remember.
Yeah, I
what it
was thinking. I was like, I don't think that's.
Can I have
correct.
my camera tea?
Oh yeah, that's my phone and my pen. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I started grabbing your phone, like it was mine, and I'm like, wait, that's not mine. Mine's in my pocket.
Yeah, I don't agree with that statement. Sam Raimi's were way better. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if I'm
Oh,
Bandwagoning.
who's Sam Raimi?
the original.
Oh, okay,
Spider-Man.
so the one that had the 3 movies.
Yes.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I
one-
really liked him too. It was surprisingly dark, that story, when you go back and actually watch it.
The first 3.
Yeah, it was like number 3 was a little lightened up with his kind of comedic Venom take. Almost.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have Venom in there in number 3.
No, they shouldn't have had Sandman.
Sandman was the main plot
They
of
did-
the story.
I don't
The,
care.
He
the
didn't feel like the
writer
main
actually
plot.
said he wanted it all about Sandman, and then the
I,
director
yeah, I know.
chimed in, was like, no, Venom's a fan favorite, so we have to have him in there. So they threw him in as like a side story.
Arthur was the producer.
Well, maybe it was the producer. I'm not really sure. I
You-
know that the main writer of it didn't want him in there, and
Usually when it comes to Sony, it's what
the
you just did.
producer or something decided that they wanted Venom in there because he's a fan favorite, and they had to have a fan favorite in there.
I mean, I was pretty happy to see Venom in there.
To be honest, I was happy to see Venom, but
They should have made it just Sandman.
yeah,
You're right.
it should have been
So-
one or the other.
Yeah,
It was too much, and they didn't give either character
the right amount of time.
the right amount of screen time. They didn't give them enough storyline. They just didn't develop the characters as much in that one. So,
Yeah, and that's people's
I mean-
main problem with it, which is understandable.
What was number 2 about? It was about
That's when he
this
didn't
Green
wanna-
Goblin's son becoming like the main.
No,
villain,
that was
wasn't
number 3.
yeah.
it? Oh, they shoved a lot of stuff in number 3.
Spider-Man 2 was the one where he didn't want to be Spider-Man anymore. He lost his powers, and then
How do you
that was
lose
that
his
was one with
powers?
Doc Ock in it,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
because he didn't feel like being Spider-Man, so he couldn't climb walls, and,
gotcha.
Yeah.
which
What is your...
doesn't make a lick of sense. But I didn't.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
technically, Spider-Man doesn't actually have the powers inside of his wrist. He builds a containment cell, so they got...
I
people
know
on
the
that one.
story of Spider-Man. I don't care.
That's why I don't like Tobey Maguire's as much, because they didn't stick...
Yeah, that's something I could forget because I did not like the recent ones. No,
I liked...
the first Amazing Spider-Man was okay. I could deal with it.
The second one, oof.
The second
That
one,
villain
yeah,
was pathetic.
it
See,
was.
I don't remember the second one. I don't think I've actually seen it, but in bits and pieces, to be honest. So,
I saw that in theaters, and I was.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was not.
Uh,
It was not all that. And I'm not-
Homecoming's good.
I'm not.
liked
I'm
it.
not bandwagoning either.
I liked Homecoming.
But it's funny that we talk a lot about Spider-Man, and he was never ever mentioned in Venom, which I don't have a problem with.
Apparently, there was 1 or 2 references of the Spider-Man
In what?
universe.
I didn't hear anything.
I'm not.
You
that,
talking about in the
I'm not-
after credits, or
No, in the actual movie, I'm just not that in tune to the universe to know exactly what those references were.
Well, the...
Did you see it? You saw
yeah,
Venom, right?
So,
Why'd you roll your eyes?
he works at... Eddie...
That's her way of thinking.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like it.
Eddie works at the Daily Globe, right?
See, See, that's what I just said. That's the problem with that movie. I don't remember any of the names, like the businesses and stuff.
Okay,
like,
so
it's just...
in the Spider-Man universe, Eddie works at a competing newspaper company to the one that Peter works at.
His is Daily Bugle, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
and then Eddie's is Daily Globe, and they're on like Spider-Man's in New York, but Venom and Eddie's in like
San Francisco.
Yeah.
That I do remember.
But anyway, the Daily Globe and the Daily Bugle, their bosses are like rivals. So that was a reference to it. His where he worked at, the Daily Globe, is a reference because they kept that name. I don't remember the rest of them. I was really tired.
So they didn't say anything about...
They didn't actually say anything about Spider-Man or anything. They just had businesses and different things stuck in there that were visual references to the universe.
Well, then that's where I wouldn't know. Because I had no idea about the Daily, whatever it was called.
Bugle,
You just...
Daily Globe.
I know about the Daily
And
Bugle, but...
Like, you know, Venom doesn't actually hate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He actually is completely... When they bond together, when him and Peter Parker bond together...
Yeah.
It's complete... It's 100% match. And that's why he wants to be with Peter so bad.
Yeah.
Whereas with Eddie, it's not. And, but then when Peter rejects him, it makes Venom like a scorn ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, so
and then he tries to like...
He's just a little bit pissy that, you know, he got dumped.
He got dumped, and then he's just trying to get back with him, so... It'd be cool to see...
You put it that way. Yeah. He's trying to get back with him.
Well, technically he is. He wants to bond with him, so, you know.
Maybe there's like some other underlining message here about homosexuality. Okay, yeah, I was looking for Spider-Man references, and I didn't notice any.
It kind of pissed me off, that very end credit Spider-Man thing they did.
Did you stay to the end?
Yeah.
I did not. I left because
So it was...
I read about it, about what it was, but that was for the
the animation.
That Spider-Verse, whatever they're
Yeah,
doing.
for the Spider-Verse animation. So, yeah, I agree with Trevor. It sucked because they showed a whole bunch of that before the movie started. And then they just did 10 or 15 minutes worth of the first part of the movie at the end credits of Venom.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Like I said, I didn't stay.
So, it looks interesting to watch, you know, thinking about the different Spider-Verses and that they're actually doing one based off of that.
Yeah.
With a different type of Spider-Man, but because in all the other Spider-Verses that they've done cartoons of and stuff, it's always Peter Parker. And there's other Spider-Verses with other people that's not Peter. So I'm glad they're finally doing that.
I think they're doing whatever the black guy was, Miles something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's Miles, and then there's a couple other ones. So
I do not remember his name at all.
I think they're
Who?
copying off.
Blue's Clues?
Oh no, I'm talking about the Spider-Man, not the dog.
We don't even have a dog named Miles.
I like how he just stares at you, doesn't even like
He's
acknowledge
I have no idea what you're talking about.
what you said. There are a lot of animals in the room right now,
There's only 3.
including Trevor.
No 4 including him.
Yeah. What was I saying though? Yeah, the end credit scene. Wasn't there 2?
Yeah, there was the one that actually had to do with it, which was only like a minute in, and it was Carnage, the redhead guy in the prison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the. I read about that one. And I did.
You didn't watch that one?
No, we dipped out real quick. We didn't.
Yeah.
The only time I expect to stay, you know, for an after credit scene is Disney's Marvel. Yeah. But
So
I just didn't.
I'm excited to see where they go in the next movie with showing Carnage, because Carnage is actually technically a child of Venom. He has like 5 of them.
Venom. How do they have kids?
So they take. I don't know exactly how it works, but they use him to they take part of him and like mutate him. To
Okay.
So there's 5 of them total. There's a girl one, and then there's 4 boys. And Carnage is like Carnage, Fury, Rage. I don't remember the other 2. I think those were all the names of them. But
So-
they actually like take part of that symbiote
So basically, humans help out with that.
Yeah.
Because
I'm assuming so, because I don't actually know how they procreate. So.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
That was another thing throughout the entire movie of like, what's his name? No, the Riot. God, I keep forgetting his name. Riot was, he asked for Venom, and then Venom was talking to Eddie and was like, "Oh, I'm kind of like you." Whatever. He's like, "I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of a loser where I come from." I'm just like, so are they a bunch of blobs like on their planet, or?
Well, they
did they even explain that? Did I just not pay attention to this movie?
They have to find hosts. They can't live without a host. They have to have a host. So.
But then, what the heck do they come from?
I don't. To be honest, I really don't know. But they were talking about how they have to have hosts, and there's no more hosts on their planets because they actually killed their hosts. That's why he's wanting to eat other humans and stuff. Because there's a chemical in our brain that's also found in chocolate, which is why Eddie and him eat a lot of chocolate to help sustain Venom. So he doesn't have to eat brains all the time. But there's a chemical in chocolate and in our brains. I want to say it's serotonin, but I don't think that's right.
I think serotonin is just what makes you happy.
Yeah. It starts with a C, I think. But
don't ask me. I wouldn't. I have no idea.
Anyway, that they were.
You.
They have to have that chemical to stay alive, or they physically start devouring their host. And I guess they ran out of hosts on their other planet. That's why they're coming to Earth.
That I did catch about what they do to their host. I just didn't catch where the heck they came from.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I would have to look into it more.
And that's, I did say I like the movie. That is one pet peeve I had with it. Not enough was said, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I feel like anytime they introduce a new superhero, villain, whoever, they're tasting the waters to see how well it's gonna do. So they're not gonna go overly in depth and all that. Usually,
which is understandable.
Usually number 2 is the one that you get all your explanations on.
Yeah.
So, but I gotta go. It's 20 till. Sorry guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Wait, what was I saying though? Yeah, I don't know if it was just me not paying attention, but
probably.
Yeah, that's most likely it. I mean, I wasn't multitasking. I saw this in theaters, so I guess I didn't comprehend this movie at all.
I think it would have been really cool if they actually connected the animation with the Venom movie, though, because it's all about the different universes of Spider-Man.
So somehow putting him in the.
Okay, but again, that's Spider-Man. Sony, you can't connect.
They're both Sony.
Well, but Disney and Sony own Spider-Man together, don't they?
Yep.
So without Disney's approval, you can't merge the two like that.
Yeah. You see, he's just like, no.
It would be.
He's not okay with that.
But
I'm sure they could find a way around it.
Yeah. There's a lot of negotiation, but
nope. And Sony's not gonna give up Spider-Man.
No, it's a big cash grab.
Yeah,
and the game looks fun, which I haven't played it yet. And I'm very upset that I haven't yet, but I'm waiting until Christmas. But I didn't see the last whatever was the end credit scene. Did they actually show Carnage, or was he just hinting?
No, they showed the guy who the symbiote fuses with.
Was he a well-known actor?
Yeah, he's pretty well known.
He played in Zombieland.
Oh, okay, I know.
Not the young guy, the older guy that played in Zombieland. God, why is that the only movie I can think of? I can see his face, but I can't.
Does he have? He's the guy wearing a cowboy hat in Zombieland,
yes.
right? He was just in the. He was just in the Solo movie.
Yeah.
Him, okay.
Yeah.
Woody something.
Yes.
Woody
yes.
Allen.
Something like that.
I feel like his name's Woody.
It is. It's Woody something. Anyway, yeah. So him.
Okay. He's gonna be Venom. I mean Carnage.
Yeah, and symbiotes aren't inherently evil or good. They take on the persona of the person that they bond with.
Yeah.
So if one bonds with somebody that's evil, they're gonna end up having evil tendencies.
Makes sense.
Which sticks with them if they change hosts too, and whichever one's the stronger one takes over. All right, I'm leaving. I can't keep giving you information.
Well, we need it because I don't know anything about it.
Obviously.
Apparently.
This is a terrible podcast for you guys to do, I guess.
Hey, we know a little bit about it.
You watched the movie.
Yes, that's
We
it.
know movies. We don't know comics.
Okay, but
We
you
don't-
have
we
to
don't know when-
backstories to be able to discuss movies if they're based off comics. Crackpots. I'm leaving.
I'm
You're
not a
going with
crackhead.
them.
Yeah, she's kind of right, but.
Bye.
Bye.
I want my jacket.
It's
Can
about-
you pass me my jacket? Yeah. Yep. No problem.
Oh God, I just felt that air coming out. It is chill out there.
Yep.
It's about Venom, Commander BDs.
Just ask what's about.
Yeah.
Because we're probably talking a lot about Spider-Man. He's like, what the hell are these dudes talking about? I thought this was a Venom review.
Hey, Spider-Man is very
You
tightly
have to talk
connected.
about Spider-Man to be able to talk about Venom.
Yeah, but he wasn't even mentioned in the movie.
But there were references, and due to legal copyrights, you can't mention him in the movie. You can just
Well,
do subtle references like
You know,
that.
people aren't okay with that.
Well, whether they're okay with it or not, that's how it is. Okay, I'm not okay with it either.
They don't care that. Trevor, why'd you just text me?
I'll just send you a link in case you want to
Oh.
send other people.
I didn't text you. I'm leaving and I'm
It's
not
about
talking
Venom,
to
but we
you.
keep on jumping back and
Love you,
forth
bye.
because there's a lot going on, and it's our first podcast.
Okay, and then now your cat is like, he looks like he's seen some things. The way she's staring. Sorry. But yeah, back to the movie. Where do we even stop at? We're talking about what
We were talking about the end
after
credits.
were. I did like the when he called him a pussy. He's selling his head.
I'm sorry, that is
hilarious.
our little pup was just sitting on our big pup's
Head.
and she was just letting it happen. So,
But
as you were saying though,
dude, the scene when he calls him a pussy, dude.
why does he call him a pussy?
When he was they get to like the top of the building. I forget why they need to go to the top of the building, but they get up there.
Oh yeah. He was saying we could jump out the window. Instead, he took the elevator.
Yeah, he was like, he just told him, he's like, jump out the window, and then it goes to the elevator. He's just like, pussy. So definitely, the comedy in it I thought was pretty good. You know, wasn't trying hard like episode 8, but I thought it was I thought it was natural.
Episode 8 of what?
Episode 8 of you know what? That trash.
Our audience doesn't know.
Oh, I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Star Wars. He's a big Star Wars fan.
But yeah, I thought the comedy was pretty natural in most cases.
Natural.
I think
It was a bit weird that they played off like Venom died in that fire explosion. Like it looked like he was all burnt up.
Yeah,
and then he's still there.
like you're talking about at the end when, I mean, you clearly knew he wasn't dead.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I understand for all the little
It just felt weird
10-year-olds
how
that
they did
went
it.
thinking, oh my god, Venom, he died. Come on, you know he's not dead. But you know, getting well, if Sony knew if this movie did well, there's gonna be some sequels on how well it did, and I think it did well, right? He's doing pretty well.
I mean, yeah, I think he did pretty well.
But now the scene that was right after that, though, I think this is another part of. I thought the movie looked really good and the action was good. When he was fighting all the cops, the policemen, whatever, the SWAT team.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty sick scene. You know, and then his ex-girlfriend, whatever, came in at that moment, and I thought for sure Venom was gonna try to eat her though. Like as soon as he was like, "No, we don't eat cops," I thought then she was gonna come in and he's just gonna be like, "Well, that's not a cop," and then I thought that'd been hilarious, but didn't happen. But that scene, I thought it looked really good. Like them fighting, and I think it did show his bad side. I remember you saying that was a thing. You weren't like afraid of him.
No.
Like, he wasn't like a villain. He wasn't acting like a villain, which is.
No, he's acting like a baby because the way he was talking. I'm hungry.
Well, he's got to let him know that he was hungry, but I mean, the first time he said food, I kind of thought that was funny. Like, just out of nowhere, he's just like, food. And, again, I had...
He's a man of not very many words.
No, at the beginning part, he wasn't. But I know they wanted to keep him a little more mysterious type acting at that point, you know. Sorry, I'm drinking water. But, what was I talking about? I was on that scene. Well, leading up before he actually came out and showed like the form or whatever, to where he after that bike scene, a little bit there, I thought that's where I thought the action was lacking a little bit, when he was just like hitting people with like his little, whatever it's called, symbiote.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
His extendable body.
Whatever you call it. Like, I mean, I thought it was cool, yeah. And then when they showed that he can, like, that he heals you, you know, because he was...
Which, we got plenty of that from Riot when he was switching bodies.
When Riot was switching bodies.
Yeah, like, he caused that car wreck and automatically healed that Asian lady that came out of the car.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the very beginning of it all.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. The whole time I was thinking that was Venom. And I think that's what they were kind of wanting.
If that was Venom, that would have made me think a lot better of Venom.
I really did think like that was him, and I thought that somehow he was gonna reach Eddie, you know, versus Eddie going in there and finding him, because even then he made the comment of like he said, I seeked you out, I found you. Which would have made more sense if that little girl found Eddie versus him just randomly going into the guy's
cell
business.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about the Riot, how he found the main bad guy.
Yeah.
Remember the little girl just walked in? That was one thing I did have a problem with. Plot hole. Of how that little girl just walked in, and I guess maybe the symbiotes can like sense out each other or something. I don't know, but that one kind of like that one, because he just ran. I'm saying that like maybe he. Well, no, if they could sense each other, then he would have found Venom.
Well, I mean, he already knew where he was going. That's his whole goal, is to find that one guy.
Was it?
That's what they kept them talking about. Because apparently he needed that guy to launch the rocket back up into space and get the other symbiotes.
Yeah. Was that, though, I guess this is another part of the plot I'm missing. Because when that little girl walked in, that's where I was just like, wait, what? Number one, how'd the little girl get in there?
Well, I mean, if it has Venom powers, I'm sure it could have killed whoever was in the way.
True. Yeah, because Eddie and that other doctor lady, she ended up dying, right?
Yeah, that was a little sad, but yeah.
Yeah. That was a cool scene, though, showing to you what they do if the symbiote doesn't accept you. I mean, it's kind of messed up, but...
Yeah, breaking all those limbs with that homeless guy.
Yeah. Well, it sucks that he was using homeless people. I shouldn't be laughing, but that was...
I mean, that's the way to make you think he's more evil, so...
Even when I first saw that, I was like, I mean, a little cliche, but... Yeah... Still, it, you know, like you said, it's showing that he is a bad guy.
Yeah.
There's another point I was making. I just can't remember. What do you have written down?
You got DC versus Marvel. Venom being separate from the Spideyverse.
I don't even know if that's
CGI humor plot. Carnage and Riot. Spidey and Predator.
I guess that was kind of cool when she was looking for Eddie. Because remember when Eddie gave up Venom, and then she came in as like she Venom, I think is what they call him, or Venom. I don't know.
The female version of Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like a name for it, but I mean that was kind of cool that she was him for a little bit. But then kind of weird how she passed it back to Brock. Because wouldn't that mean that like Venom kissed him?
Well, I mean,
I thought it was like I feel like you could have just touched his hand and.
Yeah, but they had to have that make out scenes so that they had that awkward situation at the end of the whole movie.
I mean, if that was just to set up that, then okay.
They're eventually gonna get together, and I think that was just a way to instigate it more.
Yeah.
Build up the tension of the romance.
I guess so. I was kind of weirded out by it. I said to myself, Venom. I think Venom is gay for Brock. I mean, he's inside him for most of the movie, so I think that says something there. But
it definitely made him change his mind about taking over the world.
Yeah, it's just like that. He did just decide, like, I'm a loser just like you. How about we
loser up?
Yeah, you know. Oh yeah. Another funny thing was, like, Venom said something like, "Oh, he does some." What he says, like, he does some shit that you've never seen before.
Oh yeah, with the riot.
Yeah, and then when they started fighting on that launch pad, he was like, "Holy shit, told you."
He didn't really do that much interesting stuff. He just really did that trailer scene.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of think about, like, what was Venom doing? Like, think about, like, when he was fighting the SWAT team. After the fact of him already beating, like, all the SWAT members, then he made the comment of, "No, we don't eat cops."
Yeah.
So what was Venom doing? He was mainly just throwing people and eating heads. And
yeah.
So when you see Riot making freaking knives and shit and cutting people's heads off, then yeah, you know.
Yeah. Does Venom ever make a solid object with his body? I think he just wraps it around shit.
You probably remember the movie more than I do. I don't think so. I think he was mainly just like
a big old rope.
Yeah, like a lot more brawling than actual knives and stuff. More just punching and throwing. You know.
Yeah.
From what I can remember, when he was fighting Riot, he did something to knock him back during that fight scene. I don't remember what he did. My memory is terrible. Like, I have to see movies a couple times to let it sink in.
When we first thought about doing this podcast, our minds were a little bit more fresh with the idea.
True.
That was, what, 3 attempts ago?
Yeah, this is our
this is
third
our third
time finally trying to squeeze something out.
Yeah, sorry about the delay, guys.
Yeah. Once again, this is a test run. Don't judge us.
This is a judgment-free zone?
No, we are not in the judgment-free zone. We are not there right now, no. But yeah, back to the movie. I mean, I really don't. I feel like the movie, what we can remember, we hit a lot of the points. It was a lot easier when JC was here. Yeah.
Oh man, she knows a lot about comics. Her and her brother really got into this stuff. Yeah.
I'm more of a.
I forgot about that until just now.
I'm more of a sci-fi guy, so
it does make it easier to watch the Marvel movies and superhero stuff with her because
she knows.
Yeah, she knows background story that I don't know.
A lot, yeah. This isn't the most of a background story I've seen for Venom, like, ever.
Yeah.
You know, definitely a lot more than the Sam Raimi Venom, who just came from space and then was just, you know, dicking around and stuff. You know. One thing I did do was kind of it's kind of hard to do this because I don't know when the Spider-Man 3 came out, but I mean, for the time, I thought it looked good.
I want to say it was 2008.
Was it 2008?
I want to say it was 2008.
What grade were we in? Do you remember?
2012.
How old you were?
That would have been about around freshman year.
So really?
Yeah, because 2012 was when I graduated.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's 2008 then. When it came out. I thought Venom looked pretty solid.
Yeah, I thought it looked really good.
That one,
to be honest.
The one thing that did throw me off that they did in, you know, the new one was that they made him like actual size of comic book Venom, unless there's an earlier stage of Venom I don't know about, most likely.
Was he not the same size in the older version?
You talking about in the Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
Oh no, he was way smaller. It was almost like
he was much more like
more fitted
human
to
suit size.
Yeah, he was more fitted to Eddie in that.
Which I think CGI has gone far beyond those times, so that's probably a lot easier making actual size.
Oh yeah, it's of course, a lot better now. But still, for that time, he looked good. And I know it's really not good to compare him, but I mean, if he's still on point, looking at what the newer Venom looked like, then I mean, I'm happy with that.
So what do you think the plot of number 2 is going to be? How's that going to play out? They already set up Carnage, so what do you think they're going to do with Carnage?
I think clearly Carnage is going to be the main villain.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's kind of hard to play out like what Carnage's reasoning of being bad is.
Well, apparently it's Venom's kid, from what JC was saying.
Apparently, I know Venom had kids. You know, he said he was a loser. I don't think he can pull anybody. But
well, maybe he's one of those breeds that just make kids on their own.
Is that even a thing?
Yeah, there's animals out there that just make kids on their own.
Oh, we're talking about animals.
I mean,
we're talking about
aliens can do the same thing.
Talking about a space alien.
Okay.
I feel like they should be able to because they're just sludge, so they should just be like the
I mean,
spread apart and then there's another one.
I mean, in general, it just makes sense that the more they would eat, eventually they would split up.
You would think.
I mean, that just makes logical
sense. But like
sense.
I said, I have no idea. Because even when Riot said he knew Venom, I was still just thinking in my head, like, were they just fighting as just like little sludge monsters or whatever? Is that how they fought on the other planet? But according to JC, they took the other planet. Whatever.
That was a newly rivalry. It seemed like he thought he was gonna be his teammate, and then when he turned on, he was like, "No, I want to keep this place."
Well, yeah. I mean, right there at the end, but still, he knew of Venom.
Yeah, I mean,
there
wasn't that many parasites that traveled in that rocket ship. You're gonna know each other.
True. I still thought that was pretty cool. You know? But still, Venom said he was a loser. But
don't call me a parasite.
Yeah, he was kind of childish, honestly. But yeah, the second movie, I really can't. I wish I could call what they were gonna do. I'm really bad with calling sequels. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But of course, Carnage is most likely going to be the bad guy. I feel like they'll probably introduce more symbiotes.
Apparently, from what the Carnage guy is linking himself up to, from what I've learned from, I guess, maybe JC, maybe some other sources, it's from a murderer who is a serial murderer. So he's probably just going to kill a bunch of people. And then
the guy that Carnage is taking over?
Yeah. So I guess it's just going to be a classic hero versus villain situation.
I guess now, you know, the guy, he's killing people, and now he's going to get Carnage. He's like, now it's going to be easier to kill people, you know?
And I mean, that could be good if they use the opportunity to delve more into the history. But if it's just going to be a cat versus chasing a mouse situation, it's going to be a little boring.
Yeah. I think they'll introduce another symbiote in there. And then with a name like Carnage, like, how can you be a good guy? I feel like his name just sets him up. But
I mean, Venom doesn't sound too good either.
What do you mean? Venom's cool.
Venom's cool, but it doesn't sound like a good guy.
He's not a good guy. He's a bad guy.
Then why are you talking about Carnage being a good guy?
No, I say Carnage, his name just sets him up to be a bad guy.
So you think he's just mistreated?
Probably. I don't know. He's
I wonder how they name themselves. Like, really?
I don't know.
You know? Typically people would name themselves like Fred or Bob or something. Carnage, Venom.
Unless maybe like when they first get to like a host and whatever they do, maybe I don't know. Maybe Venom, like his first host, he just like sucked the life out of him and like, oh, Venom, and then maybe Riot.
Well, I mean, if he's seriously a loser, then he probably just named himself Venom.
Yeah, that probably is a self name. He probably just wanted to give himself a cool name. But maybe with Riot, like maybe when he first.
I mean, he's supposed to be like the leader, so I guess it's a little bit of a leader name, I guess.
Yeah. Carnage, though, I mean, the name says it all. But I don't know. With movies now, I mean, me saying this kind of stupid because talking about Venom, there was, I guess, technically two villains. Well, that has to be because symbiote and then person. They're gonna introduce more, I think. And have more villains than one.
How many villains does Venom have?
I mean, like you just heard.
Is it just gonna be constant symbiotes, or do we have some actual like stuff to play with than just symbiotes?
I have no idea if maybe there are comic books out there where Venom faces something other than what he is, but well, Spider-Man. But other than that,
maybe they'll do a crossover and face Predator.
Oh God! And don't get me started on that movie either. Even though I did say I wanted to bring it up, no. That movie was also somewhat a disappointment. Not what I thought it was going to be.
It was a very much disappointment, unlike Venom was.
Yeah, it's comedy definitely. It's comedy, and I think the action carried it. The ending part was a little cheesy, you know. Not the... Well, yeah, I still thought that the whole thing of him saying he's going to bite the guy's arms off and his face off.
Oh, yeah.
And watch him roll down the...
blow in the wind or something?
Yeah,
like a leaf in the wind, but
no, it was like
a turd in the wind.
Yeah, it's like a turd in the wind. I mean, number one, they already gave that scene away, and trailers... I hate trailers. They just... I just hate trailers. But...
It was a little weird to me. I thought... For a minute there, I thought it was good, but it was a little weird to me after thinking about it that he gave that whole punchline and then ate him anyway.
Yeah.
Like, why scare the shit out of him?
I really thought that he was going to let him get away. And then it's just, out of nowhere, he's just like, oh, you know what, actually. And then it's just...
That was kind of disappointing to me.
And then right in front of the lady. And she's just, okay, see you, Brock. Like, no, you have a headless body, like, in your store now. I mean, there goes... If somebody else walks in that's not Brock and they see that, it's just... Oh,
I thought he ate the whole thing whole.
I'm pretty sure he only eats heads.
I've never seen the body.
What
You sure he doesn't just eat the entire thing?
He ate the... Remember he ate the guy's head when he first turned into full Venom?
Okay, but this time I didn't see a body. I think he ate the whole thing.
I think he ate the head. I'm pretty sure he just eat... How's he gonna eat the whole body?
I don't freaking know the mechanics behind the symbiotes.
Where the hell is, like, this... What's his name is in there? Brock, so... Doesn't he need space?
How do they even get a freaking head in there?
I don't know.
You're asking way too big of questions for such a...
You can fit more... You can fit a head versus a whole body in a little giant symbiote thing. Like, look at him right there.
They don't show like any blood or anything, so I assume that he ate it all.
Did they show
there
blood?
There was no blood or anything.
Did they show blood when the first guy got his head eaten off?
I think that showed a splatter or something.
The movie wasn't that gory.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think there was, like, blood in it. You know?
Which does feel weird.
What?
All that killing and just no blood at all.
Well, I mean, they still got to make it.
Yeah, like, I know, but still, it feels weird.
For families and shit.
You're still killing people. Just throw the blood in there.
They're trying to make it a family thing, alright?
You're still killing people. You're still eating them alive.
Kids know that people are dying, and if a person gets left out in the savannah in Africa and something's gonna eat it, like, kids aren't stupid.
No, they did. Sorry, I'm sorry, ADHD. So Venom and Riot did actually do other cool thing than just, you know, use as a rope or turn his thing into a scythe. They actually did shoot spikes out of their backs, didn't they?
I don't know if Venom did. Riot did.
I think Venom did it somewhere.
Riot did
early
multiple
of the movie.
times.
Riot definitely did it towards the end.
I don't think Venom did. All Venom did was like extend his little symbiote juice, whatever you call it, his sticky stuff. I don't know what it is.
But there was that ability.
Like that's really all he did was like extended himself out of Eddie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I can remember him doing. I remember Riot. He did the spike thing when he was the first woman, and then he switched over to the old lady.
He also he didn't like shoot the spikes out, but he did it to his back when Venom was around his back.
Yeah. Did that also. And that's one other thing. Isn't that like a part of him? Shooting the spikes? Does he just leave a little bit of himself around, or is it?
I assume that he shoots it out and like disappears so quickly that it goes right back inside him. You gotta let the imagination run wild, I guess.
No, and some of them though, it was like sticking out of him like a knife. You know.
Off the scene, it comes back.
Okay, that's something that's not. We're just gonna leave it at that. Then I guess.
If your imagination can fill the gaps, it doesn't need to be filled.
Dude,
for
I
you.
told you, the dude I'm subscribed to on YouTube. Like I think more when I watch a movie. I just don't watch it. I'm more of like, now wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. I don't care if this is fiction or not.
If at the end of the movie, if I find myself truly entertained, and the next day I'm not like picking apart, I'm like, my imagination filled it through. That's all that matters.
Oh, no matter what, I still pick it apart. I still like the movie though. Still gonna pick it apart though. You know.
Didn't really pick this one apart too much.
Yeah, I did. I just told you right there the things that came off his back.
Oh,
what
yeah,
the heck?
that
How
one
did that?
spot.
You know, why is that little girl there? You know.
Yeah, but then didn't I kind of remedy that?
So stupid. Why did he? Look at. I understand they can sniff out their host and everything, but how did he know to go all the way there?
Oh yeah, didn't he like look at a patch or something when he was in the hospital? And he took the patch with him while he was the Asian lady.
I don't remember him taking a patch.
I remember him looking at a patch that was the emblem for their company.
Same time, still, how did he know to find it?
Maybe there were some scenes that he was talking to people that we didn't know about. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know if I would have picked a little girl either.
Why is defenseless? Why would you mess with that? And I bet if you can bond with him, that's probably the most healthiest host that you could have gotten.
Probably
much better than the old lady.
Probably the easiest too.
Yeah.
Because kids really don't have much going on up there, except I don't
Lots
know.
of imagination.
Yeah, I don't know. Which is weird too. Like, what could he possibly be saying to a little girl? Because you know they talk to them in their head.
You wanna play a game?
Yeah, usually kids don't get asked, especially little girls. They don't get asked creeped out with shit like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know, man.
But I definitely say overall, yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, every movie has its plot holes. This movie did have a lot, but like JC said, I think they're getting their feet wet with it, and the feel I got really wasn't like something serious, you know. I felt it was more.
It was a nice little fun film.
Yeah, that's why I kind of compared it to Predator, because I kind of felt like they're both little fun films.
Predator, I dislike a bunch more than.
Oh, I dislike the crap ton in Predator, but I still feel like they were just fun summer films, you know.
Yeah.
With a lot of people dying. One was a little bit gorier than the other. One tried to be funny, and
I did pretty good at it.
yeah. No, I mean I'm saying the Predator was trying to be funny. It was trash.
It was trying to be funny? Oh, yeah, there's some spots that... Stop it, Blue.
Predator, you didn't have to hit him.
That wasn't that bad.
Predator seemed like it was trying to be more of a comedy than actually.
My main situation with Predator is just the fact that it didn't delve more into its history. Every Predator movie that I've seen typically delves into the history of the Predator society, and that's what I like. I like learning more about the Predator aliens.
Yeah, that one. No, it did not.
Which I want to know more about Venom's aliens too.
Yeah. Neither of them did really give any
backstory.
In depth.
But Predator has a lot of movies behind it that give
I'm
backstory.
thinking that's probably why Predator didn't give that much.
But it didn't give any really new stuff other than like throwing out a bigger Predator.
And that's it. And somehow humans, which it was already smarter, stronger, faster than, and somehow making them better, which made no sense. That movie just it didn't make me mad. There's plenty of movies that make me mad, but that one was just kind of like, and it just irritated me a little bit. I was like, this is, I don't know what they're trying to go for here with Predator. You know, Venom, yes. Actually, still Venom. No, I don't know what they're trying to go for with. I think Venom. They were trying to introduce him. That's why they didn't make it super duper extremely.
And that's probably why they
detailed.
chose Riot over Carnage too, because they were more concerned about introducing Venom than because Carnage is apparently a fan favorite, so they want to
Oh yeah,
do more attention on him on the second movie.
yeah, which is understandable. But definitely something different with Venom. And I think that's why he's doing so well. Usually when you introduce a new villain or hero, whatever, superhero, whatever you want to call him, comic book character, a lot of times they do a lot better. You know, even though people have heard of Venom, he's never really been on screen and told his backstory. Because Sam Raimi's Venom there was no backstory. He came from space. Like, he literally came from space. Tobey Maguire threw him off of him in that church. Eddie Brock just was magically there, and then boom. That's it, you know. And all of a sudden, they're Venom. But they did make him super childish in this one. But that could be a part of his character. Like, he did say he was a loser.
Yeah.
He was a little bit of a baby, you know.
Yeah.
On, I don't know why I keep fiddling with this. But maybe he was a little bit of a little puss on
Well, I'm hoping he
wherever else
gets
they
some
came from.
gonads further down in the series.
I think he will. I think him and Eddie.
They both get gonads and both get the girl.
Eddie had gonads though. He was just a loser.
Yeah, I know. Really, he did not seem like a loser. Okay, one thing went wrong, and he's automatically a loser. He was a badass.
That did dawn on me too. That when he said when he called him a loser, I was like, Eddie really was not a loser. He's just an idiot. You know, the guy was doing real well as a reporter. People knew who he was.
Yeah.
You know, like who knows reporters over like any other celebrity. So that's pretty good for him to be well known as just a journalist. I
mean,
guess the same thing.
In a big way, he was in a way kind of fighting crime and evildoers. That's what got him in trouble, is because he was trying to fight the foreign dude, but he used a lead that he should have not used, and he wasn't smart enough to outsource the lead, so he didn't lose his job.
Yeah, and
so, like,
I did think that was extremely stupid when he just started going in on the dude, you know, about like his company, and I was just like, oh my god, I guess this is showing what a hard ass he is, you know.
I mean, if he was gonna go at it though, he should have gone full blown at it. He had chicken out when the boss was all like, "So where'd you get your source from?"
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of this?
I don't know. I still didn't think he was a loser. Yes, of course, after he lost his job and then his girlfriend dumped him, and wasn't there a dishwashing ad that he was thinking about getting a job?
He was having a hard time finding a job because everyone didn't want to. Which that was stupid. Why no one wanted to hire him just because of that?
Just because that one thing you overreacted, not overreacted, but you called somebody out on. Was that live? His interview?
I guess it was live.
Okay, I could see them, you know, thinking about it. Like, is this really?
I mean, if you saw any of his other stuff on TV or whatever, I don't think you'd think terrible about him. I mean,
the other stuff they showed about him though was like, it seemed pretty tame to me. It was just him reporting the story and then he's live on the scene, you know.
Yeah.
Other than that though, I don't know. Case in point, he really wasn't that much of a loser, but I guess after
he was at a losing point after that, but
I mean, yeah, he was at a low point. Everybody's at a low point. I don't know if that makes him a
for
loser.
such a low point that he was in a really nice apartment.
His apartment was crap.
He had nice little flooring like this and like everything. I don't know. It looked pretty nice to me.
That was nice to you?
Yeah.
That apartment was shit. See, even.
All the animals that were asleep.
Yeah, even the animals asleep thought his apartment was shit. I totally spaced too. The reason why she dumped him was
because used his her information.
She did something on I honestly was not paying. I was paying attention, but I didn't know what he did. I just know he got into her laptop.
Got into her files. Like, what was she? Was she a lawyer or?
I have no idea what she was.
Because
she lost her job. So
she had very secure information because of whatever her job was.
I thought she also worked in like the news, but like
no. I think she was a lawyer for them, and she would fight
their battles or something.
For who?
For the evil company.
I mean, that would make more sense how she knew all that stuff.
Yeah,
or that
and
email that
she was trying to make the point that you don't always like your bosses, but sometimes you gotta pay the bills.
Yeah. True. I know that all too well. But, okay, I guess that would make more sense if she was a lawyer. I honestly had no idea what she did. It really sounds like I was not comprehending this movie at all, which I thought I was. I was just waiting
to get out of the movie.
I was just waiting for the action. I honestly was leaning over to my brother every 5 minutes saying, "Where's Spider-Man?" So I guess I can kind of see how I missed some stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes more sense that she was a lawyer. The scene though with when he told the guy to turn his music down, I mean, I thought that was pretty hilarious. And he made like the little Venom face or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when the dude came out and saw like all those men that were like that Venom beat up, and he just ran back into his apartment. I mean, that was a little cheesy, and yes, it's been done before, but it was just that guy. That dude was just hilarious. He seems like
those little payoffs.
That's like he seems like a typical neighbor.
What's up?
Oh, the animals are there. I hear noises.
Mm. Oh yeah, because Jacob's up there.
Oh, is he?
The roommate, yeah.
Oh God, I didn't know that. My fault. Man, your house, your apartment scared me.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, honestly, I mean, you have any other thoughts about it?
I mean, would you put this up there with the rest of the Marvel movies?
Well, like Disney's Marvel or Sony's Marvel?
I'm talking about Disney. Sony doesn't really have much Marvel stuff going on there.
I mean, I don't know. That's the one thing Disney is doing right is the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So, do you think Spider-Man's better than Venom then?
Which Spider-Man?
The Marvel Spider-Man.
Oh, Homecoming?
Yeah.
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 I think so a lot.
And why is that?
It's just the overall better movie. I thought Disney introduced him well as, their Spider-Man. I thought it was cool that he was wanting to be a superhero, but Iron Man really wasn't letting him, but he wanted to do more. He wanted to help out. He wanted to be known by, he wanted to be seen by Tony a little bit more. So I thought that was kind of...
Yeah, that made it a little bit easier for him to be able to piggyback off of Iron Man since Iron Man was already established at that point.
Yeah. And then I liked how it showed that he was like, at some points, he was kind of bored when he was trying to be a superhero,
Yeah.
And I felt like it's definitely realistic. I mean, I've seen that done before in smaller budget stuff, damn near like fan film stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of like a hero being super bored, but it was kind of good to actually,
see on a big budget.
Yeah, see, like, yeah, this is realistic. This is like, if you're a superhero, shit's not gonna hit the fan like 24/7.
Yeah.
There's gonna be those down times where you're like, okay, is something gonna happen? And then he made the mistake with that guy and webbed his hand to his car, and he was like, dude, this is my car. And I was like, it sounds like something I'd do if I was a superhero. I feel like anybody would.
Yeah. Very humanistic.
But that's what I liked about it. Of course, action was good. Story I thought was good. First time seeing in a movie. First time seeing the Vulture.
Oh yeah, the Vulture. Yeah.
First time seeing Vulture in there.
Apparently, that guy that was messing with the tech, he's another villain. But I can't remember what his name was.
The guy like had the fist or whatever.
The guy that was working on the equipment, the Vulture would talk to.
I have no idea. I know they're supposed to be the Sinister Six.
Well, there's a brainy guy who had goggles on.
Yeah, they're technically supposed to be the Sinister Six. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I hope so. So I don't sound stupid. But Yeah, all I knew was Vulture, and then the other guy, Shocker, is what they called him.
Shock Fist or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably Shocker. Maybe.
Pretty sure it was Shocker. But
Better than Taserface.
wait, who?
Taserface.
Who the hell is Taserface?
You don't know who Taserface is?
No.
Come on.
Am I
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Taserface. Come on.
And I liked Guardians. I did not go nuts about it like everybody else did. I definitely like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 better than Volume 2, but
I liked Volume 1, number 1, but number 2 was it was nice. I don't see very many father stories, and I thought that was an interesting father story.
yeah, I know a lot of people did. I mean, that was the aspect I liked of it. I don't know. I still like the first one better.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. And I'm not a really big Guardians of the Galaxy fan, you know. I just keep watching that Green Line move whenever I'm talking. But yeah, putting it in the ranking with Disney Marvel, I'm trying to think of their worst movie.
I wasn't a big fan. I think it was neither number 2 or number 3 of Iron Man that I wasn't a big fan of.
I know number 2, I'm pretty sure they had some kind of issues with it. I don't know if that was during the writers. I don't know if that's Transformers I'm thinking.
There's also a pretty weak Thor movie that had to deal with the Red Stone, I think.
That was Dark World.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one too much either.
Did like Dark World.
No.
Of course, Thor's first movies are introducing
Their introduction movies are awesome. They're always like get you pumped for the character.
I think Thor's was a little bit lacking some. Yeah,
wasn't he the second character introduced?
First, technically, was the
I thought Iron Man was the first.
Was it Iron Man?
That's what everyone always talks about.
Yes, Iron Man was technically the first, and then in Disney's, I'm pretty sure, and then the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, he's a wibbly wobbly character.
Dude, the Incredible Hulk, like that first one, Disney's Marvel introducing it, I thought was pretty good.
Like you're talking about a movie?
Yeah, you don't remember the Incredible Hulk movie?
Well, the Marvel universe doesn't even really try to remember it.
That's
a completely different actor and everything.
Yeah, that's why they don't want to remember it. But dude, that one was sick when
I need to see it again.
He was fighting Abomination at the end.
Yeah,
I thought that was awesome. That got me pretty hyped when they were like, "There's only one way we can defeat him," and then he fell off the helicopter or whatever, and he turned afterwards. Was the gag they really like to do with Hulk? They like to have him fall first and then become the Hulk afterwards,
Yeah.
If you saw the newest Thor.
I really like the whole fact that, Hulk is finally talking. Kind of, the way he talks kind of reminds me of how Venom talks, to be honest.
Yeah, they're definitely, I wouldn't say kind of the same character, but...
I mean, you can definitely tell that Venom's a little bit smarter, but,
Yeah. A lot smarter. Because even when Hulk finally did start talking, he still very caveman-like, like that's still how he was talking. Stupid, he didn't come out in Infinity War. I mean, only in the beginning. I guess it makes sense though that he was, I don't know, scared or whatever. I don't know what it was.
He felt uncomfortable because someone actually beat his ass.
Did you come up with that yourself? Because I feel like that sounds about right. him being uncomfortable. But really nothing bad I can say about that movie. That movie was awesome.
What, Infinity War? Is that the one we're talking about?
Yeah, I'll give it to him. That was really good.
I'm very interested to see what they do with number 2.
Everybody's saying that one's gonna be a lot darker.
I don't mean to get off track. I don't know if you've seen them or not yet, but did you hear that also Luke Cage and
they got
Iron
canceled?
Fist is being canceled.
It's already canceled now, dude. Yeah.
Can you believe that? I mean, Iron Fist I didn't like, but Luke Cage was a really good show.
I don't understand why Luke Cage got.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
That one kind of bothers me because Luke Cage was really good. Iron Fist towards it. I mean, I didn't finish the second season though, because it was starting to get kind of.
He's a good support character, but as his own show, it's just not very interesting.
Yeah, no.
Apparently, what they're gonna do now is have him, those two jump randomly in the other shows that are still active.
Well, Iron Fist, yeah, but why Luke Cage?
Well, apparently it had something to do with Netflix and Disney not being able to work together because I guess Netflix wanted more heroes or something. And
Well, Disney's eventually gonna launch their little.
Yeah, that was the big issue. Apparently, is they're launching that, and Disney doesn't want to.
They don't want any more
in there because they're gonna launch their own thing anyway.
Anymore, yeah, which is understandable. God, Disney. No, cat. Disney would have been just fine. You know what? But I was very disappointed.
I'm not the only one that was disappointed.
Oh no, a lot of people are upset. Of course, then there's the theories going around that that's when Thanos snapped his finger and then they're gone. Dude, I have to pee so bad. I don't know if you saw me moving around.
Yeah, I see me around a little bit.
It's starting to hurt, dude. I'm gonna take a quick pause.
Alright. We'll take a quick little break. Now we're back.
Would Jason be mad if I took him?
Most likely. I'd probably be a little happy though, less pee and poop.
Oh well, I'll deal with it. But yeah, where were we?
Oh, you had to pee really bad.
Oh, dude, it was hurting. It was hurting pretty bad. We were talking about. Oh yeah, the canceling of Luke Cage.
Oh, Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Very disappointing. What are they gonna do with Jessica Jones? Have you watched any of her?
Oh yeah, that was the first Netflix show.
It was Daredevil.
No, it was Jessica Jones. The Daredevil came out the second season.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
You
Guarantee you.
You lie. I'm pretty sure Daredevil came first.
No.
I didn't hear anything about Jessica Jones.
That's probably because we weren't paying attention till Daredevil came out.
I didn't care about Jessica Jones. I didn't know what her powers were until I saw it.
I think it kept me hooked because I really loved the villain, the person who plays the villain. I really loved David Tennant as an actor. Probably because I really love Doctor Who. And that's where he got famous off of.
Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah. And I think that alone was keeping me pretty attracted to the idea.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like I said, not too long after that, Daredevil came out. I was like, oh, well, they did so good with Jessica Jones. Let's see how Daredevil is. And then it was really gory. And I Daredevil.
Yeah.
Which kind of caught my attention on that one.
Yeah. See, and I'm not like a person who... I know a lot of people do think like more gore and stuff is better. I don't know. I'm not a big gore fan. I mean, if it's there, that's cool. But I'm not one that's like, oh, I have to have more gore. Like, it wasn't gore enough. Which I don't get.
I'm all about the surprises. And...
I mean, yeah, if every now and then some shit went down, somebody's head gets blown off or something, it's like, oh, crap, okay.
I mean, if that happens every 5 every 5 episodes, that 5th episode, you're gonna like open your eyes because you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
If it happens every episode, you're like, oh, okay, it's just it's a cliche thing.
Oh wow, it happened again. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I care so much. Is the Punisher getting his, or does he have his own show?
Oh yeah, he has his own show too. Yeah, he's they just finished their season 2 of Punisher. I mean they haven't put it on Netflix yet, but yeah.
I know he. What are they doing his on?
Oh, it's still gonna be on Netflix.
Oh, they haven't put season 2 on there.
They haven't, released it yet.
I
can't remember. I think they were working on another season of Jessica Jones and Punisher, and they were gonna release those soon. Punisher was pretty good too.
It's just dumb. Like cancel Luke Cage.
I like Jessica Jones a lot, but I would prefer Jessica Jones to be canceled rather than Luke Cage. Luke Cage, his whole thing was just more interesting to me.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple episodes of Jessica Jones anyways, but I really haven't gotten into her at all.
I kind of like Jessica Jones better than Daredevil in a lot of bits. I don't know.
Why?
When it comes to action, Daredevil definitely sells it, but
yeah.
when Jessica Jones does her investigation work, it's much more interesting to me than whatever the heck Daredevil does in the meantime.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one. It is. I don't know, dude. It just sucks that those got canceled. And then, like I said, with that whole theory thing of you never got into. I just switched just like that. But also on Netflix, Marvel show. The other one.
Is it a team up?
Agent Coulson.
Oh.
I just said the name. Agent
Carter.
Is it Carter? No. The one with... Is that even going still?
I hope so. It was actually a really good first season.
Oh. I didn't watch it.
Are you talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Is it Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I mean, it's not only on Netflix. It's on other stuff. But...
Well, yeah, I know it's on like actual TV, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What is that owned by? Is that still owned by Marvel?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's still Marvel. Because I think they do a lot more direct link to the actual cinematic universe than I don't know how much the other shows do, like Luke Cage and Daredevil and all that. But
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
they
tries to, but it has a hard time.
Really?
But yeah, well, that's from what I remember reading about it. I remember reading that it doesn't try to link it up to the movies too much, but it does try to poke references, just because they can't tell the show what's gonna happen, so the show kind of has to just
I think the biggest one, I can't remember what season it was, but the one where after the Winter Soldier movie, Captain America, and then Hydra whatever took over S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, that was the big connection right there. The Hydra.
Yeah, and there was more connections than that, but for the life of me, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't know if I like their Ghost Rider.
I personally did like their Ghost Rider.
Have you seen the movie though?
With Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I like the movie better.
No, I have to disagree with you on that one.
I mean, the second movie was garbage, but the first one was pretty good.
The first one was good, but I do like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Ghost Rider better.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is just kind of boring to me.
It's boring now. I don't even know what's going on now, because in the recent one...
Well, about the time that Ghost Rider got in there is when I was starting to get really bored of him.
After he left, that's when I was like, I don't know if I want to continue watching this. I think I tried after, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it.
Seems like they backstab each other a bunch, and it seems like the only character I've ever really cared about is the female lead role.
Quake, is that her name?
Yeah, I think that's what her superhero name is.
I could care less about her. The only character I liked...
Well, I did kind of like the couple, the CSI couple. I don't think they're CSI, but they remind me of the CSI people on shows.
See, I liked I liked the guy. The girl also kind of annoyed me. I don't know why. She was just like too brainy. I don't know.
Well, she also couldn't make up her mind about the relationship, it seemed like.
that's another thing she couldn't do. I thought that was stupid. But I don't know. She's also a character that kind of annoyed me. My favorite character, who ended up being a bad guy, was the
Oh yeah, I don't know his name, but I know what you're talking about.
So mad. And then like everybody hated him because he ended up being with Hydra, and I'm like, no, it's not what I still watched it all the way through.
Hey, Mercedes.
Oh God, Mercedes is on. What'd she say?
Hi guys.
Well, hey Mercedes.
Hey.
She's gonna say something else. What's that line doing?
I think that's a way of saying it's loading or something. I'm not sure.
But okay, I'm yawning. But pretty sure his name was Mike or Michael. Does that sound about right?
Sounds very generic.
Yeah, Michael's a very generic name. Mike, but
I sent him a link. I don't know if he ever tuned in.
He's probably playing Fortnite. Let's be real.
Mm.
But yeah, he was my favorite character. I was very upset when he died, but then he came back, but it wasn't him. And I was kind of happy for that, but turns out it wasn't him. Whatever, he was infected.
Yeah, a little Venom of his own.
I guess. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did get boring, though. I'll agree with you. In the beginning, it was kind of cool because they did come up with like their own heroes. You know how that guy had that thing in his spine or whatever?
Yeah.
And they were like hunting him down. And then I don't know how long Quake has been a Marvel character, but I don't know.
I mean, she's been in that show since the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, like before that,
Oh.
like if she was actually featured in comic books,
Probably
or
not.
if they made her up.
I mean, I'm sure she was in comic books or whatever.
I mean, it's not a very original thing, her powers, but I mean they're kind of cool.
It kind of feels like it's like a superhero soap opera.
Kind of.
There's a bunch of relationships that they end up rotating around in conversation on the show.
Yeah, and I will admit, it's like, can we just be more about?
Which is a big reason why I don't like Supergirl either, because it feels like a soap opera.
Well, we're not getting into DC, man. They're just the shows are good.
Except that one's trying to get better. I can tell it's trying to get better, even though I've never touched back.
Have they even introduced Superman in there yet? Well, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They don't make a lot of attention out of him, but he does come in every once in a while.
Okay, what'd she say?
She said, I never got notifications for this. I hear a dog snoring, I think, and I have yet to see Venom.
Oh my gosh, is he really that loud?
Yeah, anytime I'm doing live streams, they talk about my dog snoring.
I did say so much when we were doing the Fortnite stream.
Yeah.
Good God.
It's a cliche that everyone knows that's my stream, because they hear the dog snoring. You just made him snore louder.
I guess I did. Oh God, where are we at?
We're talking about we're not gonna get into DC, and Supergirl is
They're trash.
trash.
Even though I do like Superman.
You know they're doing like a dark Supergirl, I think.
Movie? Yeah.
I think they're doing Batgirl. They're gonna do a Batgirl and Supergirl show.
Do I care though? Is the question.
I mean, if they get in mud and start dancing, I'm not gonna be against it.
I guess not. But I mean,
No, I don't know.
You know, I'm not even
If they're gonna do a Batgirl separate show, and if it's more serious than her show, then I might like it.
I don't know.
Like is it Krypton? Is that the name of the show?
Yeah.
That's kind of good. Have you seen that?
No, I was to see it though, but
I still like Gotham better, but Krypton's pretty interesting.
Is that on Netflix? I never.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's on TV.
Yeah, I find it on my websites.
Oh, on your websites.
Not the legal ones either. I try to watch them before that becomes an issue.
Oh, look at you.
The actual websites do let you watch them if you catch them early enough.
Wait, hold on. Okay, that is loud.
Am I turning it up or am I turning it down?
I think you're turning it up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you turned it up. Why does she snore so loud?
That's pretty quiet.
That's all your pets do. They're just lazy.
Don't wake him up. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Why not?
Oh, man.
He's funny.
Now he's gonna poop somewhere. It's gonna be your job to clean it up.
It's not my place.
You woke him up.
He's going home with me anyways.
He's
so.
about to pee too. I just know he had that face on.
He's going home with me, so sorry. Tell Jason I apologize.
Help him up.
Look, he's stupid. He can't even climb up there.
There we go.
Well, I know where we're at. So I told you to shut up.
Yeah, we just jumped all over the place from
we did jump the
Venom to Luke Cage and Iron Fist to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
to Supergirl.
They're still Marvel. I still not Supergirl. Something else Marvel I was gonna coming out in a little bit. Her trailer was shown at the video. My memory is terrible.
Her trailer?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel. Yeah.
It's
cool that hers is gonna be in the past. That's gonna be interesting.
I don't know. It is not appealing to me right now, like her trailer.
I mean, you get to see more about Captain Eye Patch's story.
Captain Eye Patch. We both have got awful memory.
Captain Eye Patch. You knew who I was talking about, though.
Yeah. Samuel Jackson. I don't even remember his freaking character. Oh, God.
Well, he stopped being relevant pretty long ago, I feel like. You barely see him anymore.
Yeah, because S.H.I.E.L.D. got taken over by Hydra. By Germans. By Marvel Nazis.
Marvel Nazis.
What is his name?
Something Cutthroat.
Captain Eye Patch, whatever. Yeah.
Is that what I sound like, Trevor? Did we do her voice or something? Oh, when I did the voice. Probably.
What?
Yeah, that's exactly how you sound like. When I narrated what she said.
What did you sound like?
I've never got notifications for this. I hear dogs snoring. I think, and I have yet to see Venom.
No, this is how Mercedes talks. Like she's always confused.
Like, oh my god.
She always has a a question.
If she does have a question, it sounds like she's gonna have a question.
And then she does that thing, when she smacks her hand like she's mad, and like your backhand. No, like a fist. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, people get mad. They're like, "Oh, I can't believe you did that." Like that's what she does. But I told her long ago go see Venom. I recommended it to her, and let's see, she didn't take my recommendation.
It's okay. I don't think Isaac took the recommendation either. The guy that was supposed to do the podcast with us.
He didn't see Venom?
No, I don't think he has.
What was he gonna talk about?
I don't know. I honestly feel like that's one of the reasons he bailed out.
I mean, to be real, I know he wanted to do Eminem's album. I only listened to 2 songs on it. The first 2, and I was like, I'm done.
I think I probably listened to the Gorilla MJGK, Machine Gun Kelly, and Venom because of the Venom movie.
Oh yeah, he was in that.
Yeah. Did we get another message?
I don't know.
I don't see another message. Oh, there it is. Stop! I'll see it soon. LOL.
No, she won't. She's gonna take her. She's gonna take her sister. By the way, Mercedes loves her sister. You should ask her about her sister. They're best buddies.
I mean, it's not terrible, I guess.
Oh no, like they're best of friends.
I feel like you're being very sarcastic.
No, I'm not. She loves her sister a lot. She honestly. She says like as soon as she gets home, she can't wait to hang out with her big sis. It's love, man. I'm happy for him. He's probably typing right now. I guarantee it. But yeah, I had no idea she was, what's his name? Eminem was in. Oh, I did hear him. Because they played the song during the movie.
They definitely played it at the very end.
That's, okay, yeah, that's where I heard it. I knew it sounded familiar.
You didn't see anything in the credits, but you couldn't really stop yourself from listening to it because it was like right there at the credits.
You have to. You know, as you're walking down the steps, you kind of gotta hear the final song. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. I guess you can drown it out. But
it was kind of surprising that Eminem did it. I don't know. I mean, in general, you don't really. Music artists don't really make songs for movies anymore like they used to.
It's getting a lot bigger now.
Things getting bigger.
Musical artists making
soundtracks for the movies.
Hold on, what'd she say?
She's listening, Charles. Shut the F up.
What are the emojis?
Cry mad face and then laughter crying face.
I'm just gonna tell her laugh my ass off.
LMAO.
That's hilarious. But yeah, you're seeing a lot more now. I guarantee you there was something way before this example I'm about to bring up. But the only one I can remember first time seeing that was, don't judge me, I went to go see it with my brother. The first like Ninja Turtles movie, the recent one.
Oh yeah.
With what's her name? Girl from Transformers, Megan Fox in it. That's the one that had like that song that Kill the Noise did with Juicy J. If you know who Juicy J is, and then Wiz Khalifa, and then I forgot the other guy.
I know. Before I graduated,
T.Y. Dolla $ign. That's right. But
I know before I graduated high school, it used to be a super hip thing. Like there was always a music video for a movie to like market the movie while you know.
Yeah, but usually the song wasn't put in there. You know.
It was at least in the credits.
That's about it. Okay, never mind. That song by Kill the Noise was in the credits. It was not in the movie. I know Deadpool had.
I remember. I think Men in Black 1 or 2. There was actually him doing the music video at the very end.
Men in Black 2. No, he had both. One of the first one, Will Smith remixed like an old song. You would have no idea who she is. Like her name's Patricia Russian or something like that. I think her name is.
No.
Like the song was called "Forget Me Nots." I only know it because my dad listens to it. But he remixed that song, and then the second one I think was original. He made himself or whoever.
I just know that he did a music video at the end of one of the Men in Black movies.
Yeah.
Which is weird for me.
I mean,
Instead of seeing like a secret end credit or anything, you see a music video.
I mean, he's a rapper, Will Smith.
Well, he was. He didn't really finish pursuing it.
He's still... I think he's still in some stuff here and there. I don't think he's releasing albums.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you are seeing that a lot more apparent now. I know Deadpool had... The second Deadpool had something... All I know is that Lil Pump was in it. That's all I can remember. I don't remember who else was on that song. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not see Deadpool 2.
Why not?
I don't know. I just didn't. The first one I didn't have anybody to go with. I think I just rented it and watched it at home by myself. That might have to be what I do with that one. I did recently see Ant-Man and the Wasp though. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It's okay.
It did what any regular Marvel movie does. It entertained you.
Yeah. Oh, I will admit, I really loved the ending because it really threw me for a twist.
Which ending?
To the Ant-Man and the Wasp. Because I didn't think that was going to affect them.
Oh, the final scene.
Yeah, and he got stuck in like some vortex or something. Because he was all miniaturized, so like super miniaturized. And he couldn't get out because the people that were going to get him out vanished by the
flick the finger. I don't know what he was grabbing in the submonicule thing.
Oh.
But he was grabbing something. I think they healed the one villain of that movie, I think.
I can't remember her name. But wait, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
The only thing I remember was the you know how like the emergency signal thing, whatever, goes off on the TV, and then it pans to like the ant still playing the drum.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Well, the Ant-Man was stuck in some sort of vortex thing because his friends and stuff got snapped out of existence.
Oh.
I don't know if that was after credits or what, and maybe you just didn't watch that far into it.
Well, I thought I saw. What I did was I rented it on my Xbox, which is, I think, is a pretty good deal. $5 for 13 days. That's better than Family Video.
Well,
But-
hopefully you're sponsoring us
What?
because we're marketing your Xbox.
I'm just saying, it's good. You're the one that called it out. We could just let it go. But yeah.
Basically, said the whole price and everything.
What-
For $5.99.
Shut up. But it was I watched that, and I get to the well, I was watching it with my brother. Get to the end of the movie, and I'm just like, yeah, let's go ahead and just skip to the final credit. And then there was one I saw like a part of it, but it wasn't like the final credit. It was like mid credits or whatever of like her talking to her mom, like on a bridge or something. Do you remember that?
Someone's talking to their mom?
The Wasp, whatever her name was, the Wasp was talking to her mom, I think.
Oh, yeah, she was trapped in the vortex. That was like a big thing in the movie is their mom was trapped in the vortex. And
Yeah, I'm talking about the end credits.
yeah.
I saw like a piece of that, and I was like, that's not the important one. And then I skipped all the way to the other one where it was like Ant-Man and the Wasp will return, and put the question mark. But it began with, like I said, that the TV, and then it panned to the ant playing the drums. Good God, Mercedes.
I haven't seen Deadpool 2 yet either because the talk about it was getting annoying. There's a theory that Ant-Man could have crawled up Thanos' butthole and
God, we
then turned to
did-
normal size once inside him.
Mercedes, we've been knowing about that theory.
Apparently it has something to do with time travel. Him being stuck in that vortex or something.
I was just gonna say him being stuck in Thanos' butthole has something to do with time travel. What'd she say? I can't read that.
Killing him from the inside.
Really? I thought for sure. Oh God, Mercedes, damn you. But that is true. I guess he could. I didn't like in that movie how his suit was messing up though. I know
The one spot when he was like a little kid was kind of funny.
that was funny.
Even though they kind of spoiled it because it was in the trailers.
Yeah, that was funny though. I know it was kind of like the gag at the end that his suit was messing up, but I don't know. I kind of wanted his suit just to work and then them just fight. And I wasn't a fan of the villain either.
Why weren't you a fan of the villain?
I don't know. Those are just kind of stupid. I mean, the fight scene when she first fought the Wasp was kind of cool, but I don't know. After she was finally introduced, I was, and then they like tried to just make her too evil. You know, when they were talking about saving the Wasp's mom, I don't remember any of the characters' names, and she's just like, no, honey, I want to be saved first, and I'm just like, you guys kind of pushing it, you know. And then at the same time, the other guy was like, hey, she could help you though, if we bring her back. And then who's to say as soon as she comes back, then okay, now you can hop in that little box and get fixed, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still liked it overall.
Yeah, it was overall alright. Is that better than Venom?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know, man. Disney just does Marvel better, and that's it.
Yeah.
parks are alright.
I mean, there's aspects that were interesting about the Marvel movie, like getting to this different dimension universe or whatever.
And what?
In the Ant-Man versus Wasp.
Oh, yeah.
And with Venom, it's just aliens touch the ground. They want to go back up into space to get more aliens.
They want to take over the planet, basically. Infect all the humans and on to the next one. You know.
Yeah, we didn't learn anything.
We didn't. But, like JC said, he's just an introduction, so... Who knows what the next movie's gonna do.
I don't know. They could pull another Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, if they do, that should probably be a sign to tell them to stop doing...
I think they're gonna get a little too cocky with the first Venom and how well it did, and I don't know, try to do something new, and it's just gonna bomb. I hope not. I did like I said, I like the first one, but I don't know. It's Sony.
I don't know. People can learn their lesson. I mean, in a way, DC sorta, kinda is sorta.
Learning their lesson?
Sorta.
Are you saying their movies are good?
No, I'm saying their shows are really good, so they're making something good out of them.
Yes, their shows are good.
Yeah.
And then they got their one thing coming, their little DC verse. I don't know what it's called.
Are you talking about like the Aquaman shit?
No. Dude, I can't think of anything. Like, my memory is terrible today. Since I've lived since 7. What's it called? Like Netflix and Hulu.
Netflix and Hulu. Streaming services?
Streaming service, yeah, thank you. They're coming up with their own streaming service, DC.
Oh, they already came out with it.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm watching the Teen Titans Real Life show off of it.
Are you serious? You already bought it?
No, there was a trial, which I might need to get off that trial.
Such a loser.
I'm not going to knock a free trial, especially...
How much is it?
Well, the free trial was 7 days for free.
Okay, yes, I'm talking about the
it's
DC
more than
thing.
Netflix. Oh, but Netflix is $12.99, isn't it? Is that what it is now?
I don't pay for Netflix. I pay for Hulu. And
I think it's $10.99 for the DC universe.
I mean, that's not bad. But just for, I don't know if I like DC that much.
If they release more stuff on there, then maybe. But Teen Titans is the only thing I'm interested in.
Your memory. Why are her messages so late? We've been past that. Which is true. My memory's not as bad as Mercedes. She probably forgot that she just said that right there.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to, since she'd be looking at it.
Well, if she... Shut up. But, yeah, I don't know if I like DC that much to pay for that.
The Teen Titans story, though, is pretty interesting, though.
I saw the trailer. I thought the trailer looked alright. I know a lot of comments and stuff I saw on it, people are just like, this is already stupid.
Yeah, but what's the basic?
Like, I see Netflix is $14 for the
Premium.
God, I thought that said porn. I really thought that said Netflix.
That's what to up my Netflix.
Netflix is $14 for the porn. It depends on what's on there. What are we looking at?
Some of that parody porn.
Oh God. Parody porn. That's. I don't know what to say about that, Trevor. But
I think it's the most interesting thing I like to see when I go into a sex shop is just look at the parody porn. What have they got today?
Well, at least you're telling us you're going to sex shops, Trevor.
I like to change things up, okay?
I'll admit I've never been into one.
I don't actually buy stuff there, I just look at stuff. Most of the stuff that would be bought is for my girlfriend, not for me.
Oh. Dude, we've been live for...
hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
What happened to that? It's only going to be 30 minutes to an hour.
Shut up. But yeah, it's almost 11, man. Gotta be back up in the morning.
Is that your way of saying you gotta close up this podcast?
Heck yeah, dude. Dude, look how long we've been on, though.
Is that good or bad?
That's good. Isn't that what you wanted?
Well, you wanted to be short, I thought.
Shut up. That's beyond your expectation, I believe.
I'm surprised that really you and JC did half the job. I didn't really participate through half of it.
Oh god, I hope she doesn't say anything about the sex shop.
10, I think. I go to sex shops.
I knew it. I knew she was gonna say something.
Alright, so as a rating 1 to 10, what would you give Venom?
Oh god, I think I would give Venom, in my opinion, like a solid 6.5.
Solid 6.5?
Yeah.
And just get a favorite reference for another movie that we're thinking of. What would you give Predator?
Oh god, Predator's like it's a low 5.
A low 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I would give Venom a 7.5. I'm feeling 7.5.
7.5? That's better than mine.
Yeah. It was gonna be 7, but I'll give it 7.5. That humor really carries it. And
Yeah,
they have a lot of potential.
I'd definitely say closer to a 7. It's just there's a lot more stuff I want to know about, but introduction to a new character that we really don't see much. So,
I mean, it did a decent job of establishing the character.
I think it did too.
Which was this mango, and that's why. We'll both go for 7. That's what we're gonna go for. 7.
Yeah, we'll put it there. Average it out for 7.
Yeah. Since we're both pretty not confident in the lower and higher number.
Yeah, I don't want to go too low because it's like I'm not giving it I think the credit it deserves. I don't want to go too high because then
I'd probably put Predator at 5. It's an average movie. Did an average job.
I feel like I'm being generous with a low 5.
Well, I mean, if it was the first movie to the Predator series, it'd probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, it'd be awful.
But they had a lot. That's the bad thing about working with like already established franchise. You already get bonus points just for using it almost.
Yeah.
It's kind of harder to fail in an established franchise.
Yeah. I see, but
and if Venom was an established franchise in a way, maybe it would have been a 5 or no, maybe a 6.
I think it kind of
6.
is already established franchise.
I mean, people know who Venom is.
I feel like he's part of the Spider-Man franchise.
Yeah, but I mean, people know who Venom is, but they don't know who Venom is. It's complicated.
They just know he's Spider-Man's villain.
Yeah, and this is a decent way to open it up. I still wish that they could reference Spider-Man a little bit more because I feel.
Yeah, but he, like JC said, I don't know exactly what she said, but she said it. Something with, they just don't have the rights for him right now to mention him.
Yeah.
Even though they can make a game about him. But, yeah, that really wasn't like a huge pet peeve of mine that he didn't get mentioned. I wasn't too upset about that. It would be cool if there was like something thrown in there real quick, but I mean, who knows? Maybe he wasn't bit yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7 out of 10. I think it's overall a decent movie.
Definitely worth a watch.
I think so.
If you don't have anything better to do, yeah, watch Venom.
I feel like the action is definitely for the big screen.
Oh yeah, definitely. As I've said a lot about the movie or the entertainment franchise, is shows are for the story and movies are for the action.
Yeah, I wasn't going.
And there wasn't really much story on this, so yeah, I would say definitely movie.
I wasn't going thinking like, oh, I'm about to get a bomb ass story, and it's gonna look good. No, you're not gonna get a really good story, but it is gonna look good. I think.
Yeah, it'll look interesting.
The action was good, comedy was good, so.
Like I said, I think the comedy is what carried it, really, but.
Yeah, that's about it. Any action. But we're repeating ourselves now.
Alright. Thanks for watching. That was Charles and me on a podcast. So I don't know what we'll.
Is that the name of it? Charles and me on a podcast?
And I don't know what we'll name it yet because this is all like fresh market. But please comment or whatever and tell us if you want us to review anything else. I think our next planned review. What do you think our next planned review should be, or podcast in general?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, we are thinking about Super Smash Bros. But there might be some other movies or something in between that time or whatnot. Just let us know what you recommend, and we'll take that into consideration.
Out to some gaming also.
Yeah, because we talk about gaming and videos on our own time a lot, so I think we can delve into some other markets.
Yeah, hopefully there's like another superhero movie coming out. It's like, back to superhero.
There's a lot of those coming out, so it's gonna be kind of hard not to hit on that.
But oh god, I'm yawning again.
All right, see you, everyone.
Bye bye.